Hello, Boris. Are you hearing me?
Hello. Yes.
Hello. I'm giving you some 15 minutes to explain what is ahead of us.
Together with me is a member of Presidium, Steen. He is present, I suppose. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Uh, let's start. Good morning at first. Excuse me. And then let's start. Steen, can you share the screen for the first moment? Yes. Uh, for those who cannot understand what does it mean, the Ramblers, that understand walking or hiking in the nature, and this is our organization which is founded in Germany in 1969. Today we have 65 organizations from 35 different European countries. And altogether, we have about 3 million of individual members. Our member organizations are, some of them are very old, more than 100 years, like individual members. And we have a lot of experience in organizing and creating conditions for working and arranging activities for our members. And these are our goals: to spread our knowledge and exchange ideas between our member organizations, and also for all citizens of Europe. Our reality with pandemia from last year was something new for all of us, and we were thinking what to do and how to solve this problem. So we were focused on our main products. These are so-called long distance trails, and a very popular name is e-path. We have 12 of them, or which make a net of trails in Europe, and E11 is passing through your country, and it is also a part of this trails net. We also have produced a label, special label for the trails which are uh, uh, have a great quality, and for it we will speak few minutes later which types of these quality traits we have produced and what we have in the Europe. With this new reality with pandemia, uh, many countries in Europe face with problems what to do, and the people has found the help to go to the nature. But this, from one side, it was very good for health, but from the other side, we gathered a lot of persons on some these hotspots, and later on, Steen will show you and speak about it and what's happened in the nature. For example, we have some figures that in Netherlands, the number of participants who were working in the nature was plus 66 percentage more persons. In Denmark, it is 121%. In Portugal, they recognized that they have 40% higher visits to some points of interest, which were not so popular before Corona period. In Luxembourg, they have the counter of the walkers on the trails, and they have numbered 2.5 more visitors than 1 year earlier. So the number of the participants in walking is more than we expected, and it is one of the things that we have to help our member organizations and to the Ramblers what to do and how to learn the others what to do. The next year, or this existing year, but the next spring, summer, and autumn will bring us some new challenges, and this was very good that you have organized this meeting to speak about this. A few next slides will explain Steen, and we'll speak to you.
Yes, hello everybody. You see some pictures here. This is one of the hotspots that was in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and that was the 5th of May last year, when the Netherlands were closed down. But as you see, there are a lot of people here walking close to each other, thereby spreading the virus. Not good, we would say. And I think we could find pictures from all the main cities in Europe and show similar pictures like this. And I can tell you in Copenhagen, it was exactly the same. A lot of people were walking close to each other. Here in February this year, also 200 kilometers away from Rotterdam, it was seen in the Netherlands that there was a lot of traffic from Rotterdam to Valkenburg, where people had to go to or wanted to go to nature. So it created a lot of queues and a lot of cars and autos and so on. A lot of people going into the nature, or here at the picture, driving into the nature. But one of the things that also created that was problems with waste. These hotspots, and these are pictures from Germany from this summer and autumn this or last year. You can see there's a lot of waste thrown away from especially, I think, people who are not used to go into nature. But also, as you can see here, the garbage can is topped up, so there was no room for more. So they were not prepared to have all this pressure on the nature, especially within the garbage and waste. And as you can see here, people were parking all over where they could find a place for their car. So a lot of hotspots were created because of this. This is also a picture from Netherlands showing that a lot of mountain bikers where they are also not used to be, and they had to set up people, the guys in the yellow jackets, they had to direct people where to go and so on. Again, an unusual situation that they had not seen before. And this is an expectation for this spring, this summer, that we expect most people must stay in their own country. Many people do not wish to travel, though they maybe can do it. But this is what we can expect this spring and this summer in 21. We think so. So we have to cope with this. Boris, I hand the word back to you.
Yeah, as you could see from these examples, we had the dilemma: what to do? Do it on your own. The second possibility is to find allies, or to do nothing. Of course, the third one is cancelled for us, and we want to give you some examples and ideas what we can prepare and what we can do for our citizens. At first, we are thinking to try to educate the citizens who are not common with the nature, to show them and to educate about some rules of conduct in the nature. It can be done installing some panels or some signs with information which can be put on the parking places along the popular trails or on some point of interest. All these things we were thinking about it, but let's see some specific solution find the Denmark. So let's see what was done and what is prepared in Denmark, and later on we will go to Ira.
Yes.
European Ira, short.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Denmark, where last year I'm the president of the Danish Ramblers Association, and last year we of course closed down our country, and a lot of people were allowed to go out into nature. And especially around Copenhagen, we had a lot of people walking on the trails and so on, and we had too many people. And some of my tour guides called me and said, "We have a problem, do something about it." And well, we had to do something. And then we decided to create some trail pages where we could recommend people to go. And that was in order to spread the people in the nature, to not to make them walk on the hotspots, but to try to find other places. So we created some trade pages where we really tried to spread the people. And these trail pages we were boosting and paying for. We got some fund money to pay for these trail pages, and we were hitting 1.9 million people within 2 months. And we could see on Facebook it was spread among people. These recommendations we had created with these trail pages. So that was a huge success. But then, of course, we opened up in summertime and so on, and we had then later than many countries to close down again in December 20. And there again, we could see people were walking out in nature and so on, and we created then a Google map for the public to use many trails. And the problem is in Denmark, we don't have one platform to tell people where to go, where the trails are. So they had to look a lot of places to find the trails. So we created this Google map with more than 300 to 400 trails from different trail providers. And this map has since the end of December been seen nearly 250,000 times now. 250,000 times this map has been used by people. So it shows the need for people to get information where to walk, where to hike in the nature. And finally, we also created this Danish Ramblers recommends, and that was our recommendations for walks around the big cities, for how to find the trails on View Ranger, on all trails, or wherever they could find trails. So we created a lot of recommendations, and everything was boosted on Facebook. The end users are on Facebook, so we have to be on Facebook as well. So we were boosting everything on Facebook, and we're hitting a lot of people there. Yes, that was Denmark. Boris?
Yeah. Yes. So from the last year, from last spring, Ira has tried to make some blog on our website where our member organizations wants to exchange ideas what to do, and it was begin of Corona for what and for which we believe it will be only several months, but we wanted to help our member organizations. But the reaction of our member organizations was very weak and poor, and we have only 17 contributions on this blog. So with continuing of this pandemic situation to the second year, we recognize that we have to do something more, and this time we wanted to make some live exchange of ideas. So we make a workshop or webinar with the title COVID Inspires Walking. It was held 1 week ago, and this time we were much more successful. More than 30 organizations or persons were there, and we have exchanged our ideas, our data, and our proposals for the future or for this year. The second thing is what you have done, and we want to say that your idea with this, let's say, individual member organization and request that you wanted to hear directly from us what are our ideas is also something what can help each other. And with this, we will go also to the other member organizations and ask if they want to hear something from us. We can be on disposal for it. So what we have proposed to our member organizations and also to the citizens of Europe. Steen.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is it the near future? What we will be doing? First of all, we are gathering the data for the e-pass from each member organizations, and we have got the E9 and E11 from the 3 Baltic countries. That's very good. Thank you for that. And we have decided to promote what we call the verified e-pass. The verified e-pass is where we have got data from these member organizations, and we will promote and boost on Facebook from the end of March these verified e-passes. And the reason for that is that people already now begin to look for their summer holiday, where to go, and so on. And some people maybe will leave their country and go to other countries, and that's the reason why we will try to promote and to boost the verified e-pass to make a holiday on an e-pass on E9 in your countries, 11 in your countries, and so on. That will be promoted here later from the end of this month. Furthermore, we have this is very new information. You are the first ones who get this information, but we have decided to make some walks from the 23rd to 30th September in 21 this year, because there's European Week of Sport, which has been running for I think 6 or 7 years now, every year from at these dates here. And we will, in that week, we will encourage people to walk on the e-pass in that period. That is the same. We would like you to walk on your own e-pass, E9, E11 in your countries. And then when you do that, then send pictures, videos, and so on, put it up on Facebook, on Instagram, and other social medias, and using the hashtags be active on the e-pass. So that's again a way we want to show the world that we are having some e-passes, and we can be very active on them in this week in September. So that's the second one we would like to do. Then I turn over to the quality trails and the future plans for these trails. We're already having more than 20 leading quality trails in Europe, spread in many parts of Europe, and these trails are trails more than 50 kilometers, more than 3 days walk, and they are by definition the best trails in Europe because they are certified by European Ramblers Association. So after strict rules and strict certifications. So they are the best in Europe, these leading quality trails. We have them, as I said, around 20, but we are also working on leading quality day walks. They are having the same quality criteria as the leading quality trails, but these are shorter trails, and they will be ready from 22, and a typical day walk will be around or from 4 to 25 kilometers, and we hope and expect to have a lot of them after 22. We have to begin to work with them to certify existing day walks and so on as leading quality day walks. The day walks, they are divided in these themes. You can see here a dream tour, a cultural experience, nature delight, as we call them, family pleasure, regional pleasure. Regional pleasure, that's something where we have some cooperation with restaurants and so on. We have comfortable hikes for people who don't walk as good as we do. We have got winter trails or winter day walks we can use, and also urban walks in nice cities. So this is we're having a working group now who is working on doing this, and that will be presented later this year in Romania at our general meeting down there. And we will, of course, promote these leading quality day walks on our channels, on our websites and Facebook and so on. And the last one, which we are also working on, that's the leading quality regions. Maybe the text is not very big here, so you can read it, but this is a region we are talking about, and not a specific trail, but there are many trails within the region, and there are a lot of criteria as how an area can become a leading quality region. And we are using Iceland in Luxembourg as a pilot project to test this, and they expect to have that completed, the final inspection in summer 21. So we can also expect these leading quality regions from 22 as well. That was what we are working on right now. So I give the word back to Boris, the president.
This is a short presentation of ERA and what we are doing. You have this presentation where you have a lot of these links and websites, and at last here is our official website websites where you can find this with .com. It is for our member organizations, and if you use this with .org, you will find also for information for the non-member organizations and for the users of ERA long distance path or leading quality trails or whatever is connected with walking. I want to thank you very much for your patience and that you listen us, and if you want, we have some questions, we are here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First question from me. It is always a problem with the local municipalities to find out how to get connected with those free radicals as the tourists are. Can you give some advice for the local municipalities, how to get along?
Thinking about the Corona crisis period, or as normal time, I would say.
I would like to find out some experience. Corona crisis, of course, but in general also, because it's always the implementation is a question of how to do it. Because a lot of municipalities have a good phrases about tourism and to developing, but how to make it work.
Mm. Well, in Denmark we are having a very good cooperation with the municipalities, and on this Google map, which I didn't show you, but you can find on the link. There we are having all the municipalities trails as well. They are having their own trails at the municipalities, and we are having that on our recommendations and on our map. So in fact we are talking together to promote these things and try to together to spread people out in nature. Sometimes we are on national TV saying to people, don't walk on the hotspots, but find other places and so on. And we do that in common. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's a visit Denmark or visit Copenhagen thing that belongs to the municipality. So that's the way we are doing it. I don't know if that was a proper answer for your question.
Mm-hmm. Matis is writing, Boris and Steen, thanks for the presentation. We dearly enjoyed the leading quality trails marked Andros route in Greece. Ramblers Association is the first place we check when planning new adventures in Europe. That's from Matis.
Yeah. Our goal, in the moment we have 20 leading quality trails in Europe in 10 countries. And our wish is that we will have at least one leading quality trail in each European country. So this is something what will be for you to think about it and maybe to apply. I'm sure you will have such trails. The minimum distance for it is 50 kilometers. As Steen said, 3 days walk minimum. And we have one living quality trail in Portugal, which distance is 600 kilometers. So it can vary. Then we recognize that the people wanted to have some short walk days, and this is working the group about Steen was speaking, which will be published in September this year. And we expect that in every country will be these one-day walks. That means still 20-25 kilometers long. And we plan maybe to make a weekend walking for 2 days, for 25 kilometers to 50 kilometers to cover all distances which can be done. But this is our plans for the future. In any case, I propose you to go and to visit all these living quality trails. I have seen half of them, not all of them, but it is really very nice. You need to see and to enjoy this nature.
And as examples, I can say that the E-Pass can also be certified as leading quality trails. So part of the E-Pass is, for example, E9 can be certified as a leading quality trail if you wish that. So that is a possibility. And about the shots, the day walks, the leading quality day walks in Denmark, we are right now having 32. We are a small country, and I expect we will come up on around 100 leading quality day walks within the next few years. So, and we can see clearly that people are searching for these quality trails. They want quality in their holiday. They want quality in their day walk or the walk for longer trails.
And what is the procedure of evaluating? Is it quality trail or not?
There are 36 criteria. And if you have any interest, you can write to our office in Prague, and you will get connections, and we can enter in this procedure for it. For sure, it is very popular, and people are looking when are going into the other countries. Do they have national parks and living quality trails? These are 2 points where you want to go.
Mm-hmm. I am writing. We have planned to do this in Forest Trail project. We have contacted with the ERA. Now we are waiting for COVID restriction to end, and then we could start the work in Latvia. Thank you. That's for her. How do you think this COVID, how long it will last and when it will lead us?
Sorry?
I like this concept of dream path. I have another option, how to look at a dream path.
The green path.
Dream.
The green path. Yeah, the green path. That's the basic quality day walk. They are very strict criteria. And one thing: avoid asphalt. Don't walk on asphalt. We don't like to walk there. So that's one of the criteria. You have to pass beautiful nature points and so on. So that's some of the criteria that are in these quality day walks and quality trails and so on. So we can tell you, and everything, all the criteria are on the .com website. You can find it there. And also the way how to get certified. There's also some rules for that.
And about you personally, how it impacts your traveling experiences in last year?
Well, we have not been traveling the last year, but definitely, when I go to a foreign country next time, I will go for a leading quality trail or an E-Pass. That for sure. Because I know they give me good experiences when I come there.
Mm-hmm. So we need to find out. I'm quite sure we have a lot of beautiful discoveries of our own people, and we are just starting this COVID things pressed us to look closer. And it was like 50 years ago when it was like Latvian First Republic. They were apceļot dzimto zemi, that so travel on your own country. That was like trademark for every Latvian. Don't go abroad. Yeah. Now it looks like the nature itself pressed us back to this concept. And I'm hoping that therefore we have such meetings, and thank you for your advices and for your guidance. We're looking forward for some questions. If there are some, please write it up. If it is not, we are going to some break, like half an hour, and then we'll be back. We'll just take a look. Maybe you have something for the finishing.
Just to say that if you want to know something about the leading quality trails, we have 2 in Denmark and we have 30 day walks. You're always welcome to contact me, and I can tell you how we did it in Denmark. So that's an offer for you. If you wish to know more details about that, I can tell you how we do it.
There's a question. By the way, I asked for tips of how to effectively cooperate with Google on their maps, especially when traditional methods of feedback do not work. You have some?
The Google map is no problem. We just created it. We didn't ask anybody. But that means now where Google found out we have made our own Google map. So very, very soon our quality day walks will be on the Google map, on the real Google map. The 25th of March, they will be there. So we are having a cooperation now with Google Denmark to have certain trails on Google Map, and I'm sure that will grow very, very soon over summertime to other countries as well.
So Google is clever, slow but clever as a nature.
Yeah, but they really sincerely want to help people getting out in the nature, and also to find new places. That's one of their major reasons for Google Map. That is to help people getting out to other places than the most known hotspots and so on. So in fact, they will try to help people for that, and we will do that in Denmark now.
Okay, thank you, Boris. Thank you, Steen. Hope you see in our country or in your country. You will see.
I hope so. Have a nice conference, and
we will.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.